eating off the dam. All right. Geronimo, one more time. And done. How's that? Oh dear. I'm calling that a win. Let's go to that. Let's go be a hero. And hopefully not die. Hey, there it is. Self-driving technology at its finest. Have another. Yeah. Get in there. Heal up. Hey, there we go. Parkour. We are going to be side questing a lot. Oh, I can't even get in there. Swords work well. I don't care if the game bugs and things fall in walls as long as I can get the loot.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
Sounds like a plan, Atlas. I'm with you, bruh.
Pretty. Look out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully this isn't tripping off Jay's fear of underwater. I'm not sure she's on anyway.
That looks
So-
wicked.
Oh, yeah.
I've done really well.
Yeah, and the remaster makes everything look nicer as well.
Creepy hand simulator. It
Yeah,
is creepy.
creepy.
Take my strong hand. We are related.
He was amongst them. Stealth in. Stealth again. And... get him! Suck it! Haha! Clip that! Victory right on an ultimate with like a 4 or 5 kill. I'll take it. I didn't get MVP though.
They could be Corpo's spies, or who the fuck knows what.
Alright, so suddenly Johnny's bought into it. We're now in the shady side of town. Oh.
Pierced it, we're in.
Couldn't ask the NCPD for better records than this.
Dodgy. Look out.
Trouble?
Dodgy memory recollection. Oops, so wow, that's a. Sorry guys, my bad. Now who's man spreading? Promptly. Whoa, a dodgy person calling. Get our hero on. Problem is, heroes just get other people killed. Good spot, thanks, Danny. That is very suspect. Oh, big jump, big jump. Ow.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life.
We're good. It's just that I'm not the one you gotta convince.
Oh, certainly not.
Certainly, yes.
Convince the llama.
Well,
Oh, friends.
disgusting.
Num 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 num.
Okay, now I'm convinced.
Melissa Rory, Max Tax Senior Officer. Please state your name and occupation.
Zane Jagger. I work for Jinguji, an oasis of elegance. Sorry, habit.
V. Merc. Occasional client to Zane's.
Johnny Silverhand, rock legend, voice in V's head.
The
And
fuck,
also,
Johnny?
let me pretend I exist sometimes, okay?
So, remarkable. Companions have evolved so much. In the early days, their simple AI merely imitated human art. Now this is all their own. So, humans often said that making art is important in desperate situations. These are certainly desperate times. All right, cool. Oh, come on. There we go. Got him. Alright, so if I charge him, can I then shoot him in the face? Yes, I can. Oh, I think I've discovered the secret. Charge him and then a face shot. that's very effective.
We need to get to the central column before
Yes.
sets off those bombs.
Harness thing, is it? You're gonna have to put this on. Okay. Oh, that's unrealistic. You cannot dress a cat so easily. That's bullshit. But cat flopping on the floor when you've put a harness or something on it, bang on. Absolutely happens every time without fail. 10 out of 10, very immersive game. Love it. All right, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. This is Nerdedness. I am Shade. How are you doing? We have been off for a couple of weeks, disconnected from everything actually, minimized to do no work, no streams, no mod making, no anything. But we're starting to ramp back up again now. But thank you everyone for joining in. Tonight is a bit of an unusual session, I guess, all things considered, because we're going to play a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online. In particular, we're going to go around and explore Western Skyrim and do some of the questing here, and maybe see how it compares to, you know, the real Skyrim, shall we? Tabby is back from holidays. Hope you had an awesome time. The stuff you shared with us on Discord made it look pretty awesome, so yeah, hope you had a great time. I'm glad to have you back. Now, we are in Solitude at the moment, so all I've done is collect a few things around the map. I haven't done any quests here, apart from maybe one or two delves. Anyway, let's see how we go. Let's see how things look. Ryan rejoins us as well. Yeah, I've been off for, I think, about 2 weeks, yeah. Trying to ease back into it without burning myself out, but we'll see how we go, shall we? Anyway. Cool. And this is the problem with Elder Scrolls Online. You go to a new area, there's always some dickhead right next to the travel point who's trying to flood you with quests. Not today, sir. So my recommendation is you come into a new zone you would like to explore. Each zone has their own quests and storylines. Come through, collect the various sky shards, maybe do the delves, get all the points, etc. And then go and do all the side quests gradually, because it's kind of fun and you get some achievement in getting them ticked off. But also some of the characters from those side quests will then make an appearance in the main quest for that zone as well. But only if you've done their relevant side quests. Now, not many of these characters do show up, but some do. And, well, you may as well do it anyway. So today, we're going to start here in Solitude. Well, you can see we've got a few books to collect. I'm not going to do that because that's kind of boring to do on stream. But we might branch out. We might go up and check out a delve up here first. Which is... what's the name of it? Shadow Green. Now, the question is there a cave there in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim called Shadow Green? There's a lot of these caves and caverns and delves and dungeons line up between Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, and then also Elder Scrolls Online. They've done a pretty good job of linking it all together, I think. Anyway, let's see how we go. Cornflower joins us with the Chewbacca emoji. I can't do a good Chewbacca. So, let's venture out of town. We are playing my questing Necro Assassin Templar build with Azander as our current companion I'm trying to level up. Oh, by the way, here's the execution square. Although it doesn't look like they hold many executions here these days, which is good. You can see the general structure of Solitude seems to be pretty much the same as it is in Skyrim. The scale's a little bit different as it is for most cities and lands, but otherwise it all seems to be pretty similar. It hasn't changed a lot in the last, or in the 1,000 years between this game and Skyrim, but little bits. I think there's still a Bard's College or something here somewhere. Maybe in there. And then there's the Blue Palace down the back there. Anyway, let's get on out. Let's go do something. Mouse joins us. How you doing, Mouse? Squeak indeed. But yes, thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate it. You'll be lurking. No worries at all, man. Lurkers are always most welcome. I need to pay attention to where I'm driving, which I have not done. There we go. We want to go out this way. I've come up to Castle Dower without even realizing. There you go. Oh, there's a grocer there. Oh, hang on. Hang on. So in Skyrim, we have a flexure on the right. Oh, maybe it's a flexure that was on the left. Apparently there's a chef and a grocer here. Blacksmith is still there. I thought the blacksmith was over there. Must be remembering it wrong. Anyway, imagine having a blacksmithy for over 1,000 years in the same spot. Darius joins us as well. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining in, dude. Appreciate that. Let's try and actually get this door open. Go. Volume about right on my headset. I think I might need to bump the game audio. Yes, let's try that. Alright, still got this guy trying to give us a main quest. No, not today, sir. It's one of the things I don't think they have quite got right in this game. Although, I don't know what the perfect way to do it is, so it's a bit hard to criticize without a solution. But you really just get absolutely posed with side quests and main quests wherever you go. And it's very overwhelming in my opinion. You gotta have a lot of discipline. Chip Dave 36 gonna lurk, no worries. Thank you for dropping in. Darius looks so much different from your Skyrim game. Yeah, well, especially if you got mods installed, right? The general structure and layout of the land seems to be fairly well aligned. It's a Bethesda game, of course, there's about 10 billion quests. Yeah, but the quests tend to be pretty decent, I think, especially for an MMO. Like, the fetch quests, and there's not many fetch quests, but they don't feel that fetch questy. Like, kind of don't necessarily notice that you're doing a fetch quest when it happens. It's all voice acted, there's all stories and everything each time. So, I think, as far as an MMO goes, I think I've done about right. But yeah, you're running the Novice V6. Ooh, that is a big pack. Yes, that will be a very different game indeed. Very awesome, though. Alright, so down here, we've got a delve and a sky shard. Where the hell is it? It's all the way down there. How the hell are we going to get down there safely? Is that a chest out on the rocks? Why is there a chest out there? Oh, if I teleport strike down, does that mean... Oh, I can't reach the target. So does that mean I don't take full damage? Oh, no, it must fall first. Somehow. Somehow that worked. Alright, there we go. Alright, another... Are we not getting the prompt? Oh, it's locked. You don't have the key or any lockpicks. Oh, have I lost all my lockpicks from trying to force locks? Oh, that's a fail. Alright, well I guess we're not opening chests for a little while. Didn't realize I'd burned through so many lockpicks. I was previously selling all of my excess ones to vendors. Never mind, we'll get some more. Alright, there's usually someone with a quest outside or inside a delve when you come to it.
Ah, damn it. 38.
And a book. Raphilion.
Ever had a splinter you just couldn't work free? I can attest they're much worse on the inside.
Right. What happened to you?
Got into a tangle with a Spriggan in the Shadow Green. Think it wanted to take root in my guts. I'll live, provided I can get off this mountain before it explodes. Friendly word of warning, the mountain's going to explode.
Oh, interesting. What do you mean it's going to explode?
I was hired to investigate the odd rumblings beneath the stone.
Right.
The cause, it turns out, are Reachmen working some kind of magic, stoking the fires of this sleeping mountain. Don't suppose you'd take a cut to put a stop to it?
Yep, sure. That's what we're here for. We are an adventurer. We do quests. I'll try to stop the Reachmen in Shadow Green.
The Reachmen have some ritual pyres burning around the Shadow Green. Those seem to be the source of the magic that's stirring up the earth.
Okay.
Snuffing them out should disrupt their plans. Their plans being to turn this place into another Red Mountain.
Why would they want to do that? Anyway, I have some other questions about your investigation.
I thought I'd pretty well summarized our predicament. Reachmen, pyres, exploding mountains. But sure, I suppose I can humor you.
Yes.
Not like it hurts to speak or anything.
Well, who hired you?
An old wise woman. Her name escapes me. We crossed paths in the swamps to the east. I think she mistook me for someone else, but she was hospitable for a hermit. She was growing concerned about the rumblings of this mountain. Unnatural, she said.
Okay, well, do you know why the Reachmen are trying to blow it up?
Well, if this mountain were to rain ash and lava down all around us, it would assuredly bury Solitude and kill a lot of Nords.
Right.
So I'd wager that's your answer.
Yes.
There's nothing Reachmen enjoy more than killing Nords.
That is true. Even in the time of playing Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the Reachmen, they're the ones trying to take over Markarth, and a lot of hostility over there. All right, goodbye, sir. We shall check it out. So the Reach being further west. It's a bit in southwest, apparently. Anyway, so they're typically up from the mountains, and they're always pushing back into the Nord territory. Typically Bretons, I believe, too. So, Tabby, good to have a stream to chill out with. Been a long day. Oh, yeah, because you're back to work again, too, right? Back from holidays, back to work. That always feels rough, yeah? When you're first back. Get your post-holiday blues, post-holiday depression kicking in. Alright, so in here, we are going to try and stop the Reachmen from blowing up this cave. This is huge! Look at it! There's trees inside this cave. I don't remember a cave like this near Solitude in 1,000 years for now in Skyrim. And someone else has already been through here. This is where the immersion can be broken a little bit playing an MMO. Oh, the Sky Shard is up the top. Interesting. Alright, let's go for a stroll through the cave. Not used to getting up in the morning, yeah. Yeah, you gotta try, gotta try and ease back into the work life by stepping the bedtime and the wake up times gradually back into normalcy. Alright, now we can invisible sprint through a lot of stuff, being a stage 4 vampire, which is quite handy, but we will fight some stuff so we get a bit of action and interesting things going on too. This place is enormous. Interesting, the firecasters will do extra damage to us being a vampire. Alright, how do we put this out? Oh, with this bucket I apparently just have in my pocket. Good, one down. Now I do see there's a note back here. Should pick up. Tabby, what was your favourite part of your holiday? The weather definitely would have been nice. In the corner here. Let's grab unnamed mining journal. The lore that they put around everywhere is really cool, but I'm not reading it. It is so much. So much detail in this game, and most of it would not be seen or appreciated by most players. But it's there if you want to take your time. You can always go back and read it later once you've discovered a book. You can always go back and read it through the lore library. Weather was amazing, but the favourite part was the jet boat. Oh yes, they're impressive as well, aren't they? And some of the pilots driving those things. I did a jet boat ride in New Zealand. It was freezing, but precision that they drive those things through, you know, canyons and everything. Yeah, amazing. Alright, so we just extinguish this and collect some other books over here. Notes. The Vines and the Nords. It's beautiful in here. There somewhere is a page. Reading the map can be a bit of an art form. I'm guessing you go up here, across here to there. Alrighty. Don't really want to fight bears and stuff because they're just animals doing their own thing. But even humans, yeah, we'll take them out, no worries. We'll level up a Xander in the process. Maybe tomorrow's going to be hectic at work than going out on a date. Oh, in the middle of the week on a school night. Are you crazy? Well, that sounds fun. It's a good way to keep the week flowing. If it goes really well, maybe a second date on the weekend. Maybe. That does sound like a big day. Hope it's a good day. Alright, let's sneak on through here. Yes, I want to fight the poor bears. They're just doing their thing. Oh, there is a page down here. So you got the elks and stuff that are the same as Skyrim, which is hilarious. I think this is the only zone you encounter them in, and they still do all of their elk squealy sounds. Now, have I picked up a... Nope, I have not picked up a lockpick. Okay. Now, I'm assuming, according to the map, that the Sky Shard is on a lower level. Walk around underneath, I think. Let's see. Chipdav, you love to read about the lore. It unravels the endless mysteries of the vast world and connect the relations between our world and the games. I very much love the lore. I am a bit of a lore nerd when it comes to the Elder Scrolls. However, I don't read the books myself usually because I don't have the patience and no one wants to hear me talk for hours on end. But I do watch and listen to a lot of YouTube channels that cover the lore. People like Fudge Muppet, they do an excellent coverage. There is the Epic Nate. I love his sort of trivia and facts about a lot of the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games. Is it the Shoddycast channel? There's another one that does a lot of lore stuff that I've checked out in the past as well. That's pretty cool. Also, I made the 9 be with them. Indeed. Hostile Spriggans. Now, you got to remember as well, I mean, Elder Scrolls Online is an MMO, so I find it a little bit hard to be as immersed in the world and the character, which is why one of the reasons I play a female character, because everything resets, everything respawns, nothing's permanent. There's not much that really truly reflects on your actual character in the world. It's different. It's an MMO, right? As far as MMOs go, it's probably the most immersive MMO I've played. But, you know, you run through a place killing, like, just hundreds of things all the time because, you know, that's just what you do. I don't think I've gone the right way here. Oh, up through there. Okay. But it's fun. It's fun. It's well done. The stories are good. The questing is good. The dungeons are great. There's, I don't even know, it must be 100 dungeons or something by now. You have to check more into the lore videos for Elder Scrolls games. Yeah, they're really good because they also, like, people put effort into it and they do good videos and they do good summaries. And yeah, I love listening to it. So sometimes I'll be driving in the car and I'll just listen to a bunch of lore. Sometimes if I'm struggling to get to sleep, I'll listen to lore of some games. Doesn't necessarily have to be Elder Scrolls games. Yeah, I love lore. Love the lore. There's so many fascinating things that they've evolved and fleshed out in this series as well. Like, one of my favorite things being the 16 different types of Khajiit. Depending on the phase of the moons when they're born will dictate what type of Khajiiti they are. And I reckon the developers these days are cursing that bit of lore that was written years ago because it meant when they finally introduced the land of Elsewhere, which is their homeland, oh, we need to put all of the Khajiit types in there now. Or at least a good portion of them. So you've got, you know, Khajiit on 4 legs. You've got Khajiit like house cats. You've got big, hulking, you know, bipedal Khajiits. Anyway, as it is now done and fleshed out, it is very cool to see. But that would sound like an absolute pain in the ass for creating. And you only ever get to play, you know, the sane-sized, humanoid-sized kind of Khajiit. Which I can't even now remember. Is it Susei Rat or Susei Khajiit? Or Ohm's Rat? I can't remember. Let's see if we can run past the bear. Although I just said it's an MMO, it's not that immersive, I still try and not fight wildlife if I can avoid it. Meanwhile, Bright loves killing goats. Oh. We gotta kill these things. There you go, bears. Need to get through. Got another thing to extinguish somewhere. Don't miss it. Must lead somewhere. This must lead through a door somewhere. Yep. Let's keep following it. That's what you're trying to start on, addition to your current guide series, what you think would be the contender to the game of 2025. Ooh. Game of 2025 is a big call. What game do you think is that going to be? Avowed. Curse of Avalon? Something of Avalon? Isn't GTA 6 coming out? Is that coming out this year? Go that way? Yes, I go that way. Around to the side. I think we must need to go around and down this way. Let's take out some more firecasters on our way through. Actually, didn't notice that. Did all the flame atronachs explode in ESO when they die? One thing I've just moved to is I haven't enabled streamer mode on my Discord, so just hold with me a moment. Which button? That one. Righty. Go, push the correct buttons. So I'm guessing we're to go through here. This is a long delve. Normally they're not this big. But I not complain, it is still fun. But the next few streams I do will probably be focused around side questing and main questing through the Skyrim chapter, because I'm just want to see how it is and how it compares and how maybe it links into the lore and stories and whatever else. Alright, so I've put out the fires, and then there's a boss person here. That looks like a hag. Alright, Xander, let's do it. We got her. Or do we? Yep, there we go. That was a tricksy move. Now, is there a quick way out? And it is 8 PM local time, and therefore the daily stuff has just reset. So Chip, I guessed it, huh? So, GTA? Oh, hang on, this will just lead back out here. That one goes out there, that one goes out there. Where's the other way out? Let me check. Story, the scenery, and directions is legendary, all top notch. Ooh. Brother is actually doing one for Avalon. He's doing a review seeing he completed the game just past weekend. Oh, you're on Avowed. Cool. So this way must be the other way out there. Let's see if this is a shortcut. They usually design these delves to be relatively convenient, so it doesn't waste your time trying to get back out again. This is taking us... It's still a bit of a hike. Problem is, we have to get back to the start to turn in the quest to this dude. Otherwise, I just teleport out to one of the cities. Yeah, Avowed looks really good. I do want to check it out. But I've got limited... hang on, am I going the correct way? I think so. We go across here and down and around like that, right? Oh, that's... Yeah, let's just see. Let's see if I've got myself lost. One thing I am wanting to check out and play sometime soonish is maybe like Fallout and Fallout London in particular. And I do want to play Skyblivion. However, I don't really want to play Skyblivion anytime soon because I'm kind of burnt out on Oblivion, full stop. We run our way down here. We should get back to the door, right? I won't be disappointed? Yeah, awesome. Combat in particular is meant to be pretty well flowing, yeah? What was your highlight from Avowed? Or your brother's highlight? You got fog in Avowed as intrusive as in the remastered Oblivion, damn it. Oh, maybe there'll be a mod for it by the time I play it. Daily rewards clicked over. Alright, here he is.
Things seem to have stopped shaking, so I'm making better progress extracting the splinters from my gut. I take it the pyres have been put out?
They have, yes, all done.
Then my odds of getting off this rock without being incinerated are looking much better. My employer should be pleased as well. Here's your cut of my pay. I should subcontract more often.
Very good.
I should get back to the old wise woman who got me into this mess. She probably has some sort of natural Nord remedy for intestinal bark.
Sounds nasty. Will you be able to make it safely?
Fine, yes. Uncomfortable, but fine.
Okay.
I've done a serviceable job of cleaning my wound.
Okay.
I should have no trouble getting to Solitude, at least. barring any unfortunate encounters with rough-hewn furniture, I'll be fit to travel after a bit of rest.
Very good. All right. So I'm going to quickly switch to Zareth for a moment because I'm trying to rank up his favor. One way I can do that is looting water skins.
Material full of potential.
There we go. All right, back to Xander. Oh. All right, that one is done. We got, there's a giant camp there. We got some books up there. Not gonna worry about those. Let's make our way. Meridia's Brilliance. Ooh, something with a Meridia. So I'm using add-ons, obviously, for showing where quests can be picked up from. And the mini-map is from an add-on. Alright, I think we'll need to follow the road around as we go for a bit of a stroll. Very foggy in this part of Skyrim, very snowy. So the combat is amazing, very fast paced, keeps you on your toes. Your approaches to it depend more on the environment and terrain than anything. Ah, interesting. That is cool. It's not very often you really get the terrain being an effect in games. I think Mount and Blade did it a lot, but that's a very different kind of game. But I didn't play. I just remember watching my friends play it a bit. All right, that looks like a vampiric bear. Ho-ho. Look, there's only gonna be one vampire around here, and that's gonna be us. Actually, I think there's more vampiric stuff.
Can anybody help us?
What is going on, priesty man?
Oh, thank Meridia. The priests and pilgrims of Kiltrith Temple. We need assistance. A great and terrible storm struck, and so many of us were lost.
Okay, what's Kiltrith Temple?
A temple dedicated to Meridia, the Lady of Light. Pilgrims come from across Skyrim to pray and seek blessings, especially at this time of the year. Please, talk to Priest Bavian. You'll find her in the nearby cave.
Bavian.
To the injured.
Alrighty, who's Priest Bavian?
She's the ranking priest, after High Priest Varkor. But we haven't seen the High Priest since the storm hit. Bavian led a group of us to safety. There are more priests and pilgrims out there. If you're willing to help, please talk to Bavian.
Alright. Let's find Bavian. See what's going on. See how we can save some priests. Meridia is interesting because Meridia has a big presence in the main story of the base game. Hello?
Another pilgrim seeking shelter from a storm?
No.
No. You don't appear to be a pilgrim. What brings you here?
I met a priest outside. He said you need some help.
Even in our darkest hour, Meridia provides a light.
Right.
We were on our way to see High Priest Varkor when the storm hit. I've never seen such power. It raged like a thing alive. I gathered who I could, but the others are still out there.
Okay, what do you want me to look?
Start at the stables to the northwest.
Okay.
I saw Acolyte Yold, Priest Irena, and Roligmorth the Pilgrim seek shelter there. If you find them, send them back here. After that, meet me at the Pilgrim's Lodge to the west of the temple.
Okay, I'll look for the people.
Look for Yolt, Direna, and Roligmorth at the stables. And meet me at the Pilgrim's Lodge. I will head there after I finish caring for these injured souls. Meridia's light shine upon you, good friend.
Okay. Let's go. Lots of vampiric fiends around here. Look at them all. Arrow fiends, vampiric bears. Is this? It's just a flower. Alright, let's pick the flower. You know, I love me some vampire action. deathhounds. I remember seeing those at Castle Volkihar in Skyrim. Travels around the Western Holds by Inky Claws. That's a cool name. And that is a dead person. Well, that's another dead person. What the hell happened here? You'd say some kind of storm, right? The Renner. Priest's eyes are stare blankly and she doesn't seem to respond. Ooh, she... been turned or being turned? One is in here.
Why has Meridia forsaken me?
Oh, all these followers. Even though there are actual godlike entities in this game, people still worship and depend on them to just solve and do everything for them. That's not how it works, even in a world where there are real gods. That is a cool painting. I want to get one of those for my house. It's the first painting I've actually seen that stood out and caught my attention. Alright, Hjolt.
High Priest Vakor will find me. Meridia will save me. When things are darkest, her light shines the way. Please don't eat me.
Priest Bavian sent me. I'm here to help you, Wally.
Priest Bavian? Where's High Priest Vakor? Did those horrible creatures get her?
I don't know.
We hid in the stables, but then Priest Darena changed. That's when I ran in here.
So I did. Okay, well, go meet Bavian and the others in the cave. I'll see. Yeah, so Darena has changed. So, Chip, you're interested about Skyblivion? Yeah, I'm interested to see how it turns out, because it's kind of a bit of a reimagining of sorts, rather than just, well, they had to remake it, right? So it's not a remaster, it is a full-on remake, and therefore a bit of reimagining. And Fallout London, you've seen your brother stream it about a year ago, and he started another playthrough, but it has a ways to go because lots of crashes. That's one of the reasons I was waiting a bit longer for it to mature before I gave it a go, hoping for more patches and stability improvements. Oh, there's a dude in the corner. Didn't see him here. Rolligmoth. Rolligmoth? Alright. Yeah, she's... Well, she still just looks like a dark elf at the moment. Anyway. Go to the Pilgrim's Lodge, down here. Now, no point fighting everything, because it's MMO, everything just respawns, so... we fight what we need to. This looks like a... Buildings look cool, I have to say that. I am liking the architecture. Lots of hissing things in the distance. Chip, do you know how long...
Please, wake up!
Do you know how long Fallout London is to play through? What have we got going on here? Oh, another one in a trance. You're trying to fix it.
Acolyte Ivina can't hear me. She's standing right here, but she's gone.
She's gone. That Acolyte, she's just like Priest Darena in the stables.
Is this what would have happened to all of us if I hadn't gotten the others into the cave?
Maybe.
I tried to heal Ivina, but Meridia's light had no effect. But what was that about Priest Darena and the stables?
I found the people you sent for. Hjolt is safe, Rigimold is dead, and the other...
is like poor Ivina. We must find High Priest Vakor. If anyone is powerful enough to cure this unnatural ailment, it will be her. Meridia willing. We'll find the High Priest and everyone else safe in the temple.
Okay, let's go to the temple. So what you've seen of Skyblivion...
Find High Priest Vakor. Let's head to the temple.
It looks good and somewhat classy. Yeah, sort of modernized a bit, I'm assuming. Where are we going? Seriously, where are we meant to be going? To the temple? Oh, there it is there. Right. It's right next to us. Let's take out some more fiends on the way. Ooh. Vampire Darkblades. You got some cool abilities. I want to learn how to do that. I'd love just kicked them off the edge or full throw dar them off the edge. That would have been great. Not possible in Elder Scrolls Online. There's lots of dead.
Right.
Ooh.
So many dead. How could Meridia let this happen to her faithful?
It's because you stupid followers depend on your stupid gods to do absolutely everything for you.
Did the storm kill all these people? Or was it the vampires we've seen roaming around?
Maybe both.
I just hope High Priest Varko is safe inside.
Let's find out, but who are these people?
Priests and pilgrims of Meridia. They must have sought shelter in the temple before this terrible fate befell them. If only they had been able to make it inside.
Do you think the temple interior wasn't affected by the storm?
Truthfully, I cannot say.
Okay.
We found safety in the cave, but the storm struck the temple head on. I am more and more certain that the unnatural event was magical in nature, so anything is possible. But Meridia would protect this place, wouldn't she?
She might try to, but she might be busy with other things. And they're not all powerful beings. They are powerful, but not all powerful. So you're talking about Fallout London is what you're talking about. It seems a bit more classy. Okay, cool.
In this holy place, we need to find the temple priests.
Let's clear out the vampiric fiends. Not all vampires are bad, obviously by yours truly. However, these ones are. They're like feral, beastly versions.
Poor Laurel. Take his Meridian medallion so we can remember his sacrifice.
Okay. We'll clear everything out this time round. As we can. We talk to you?
Priest Babian, our own brethren have turned against us. They've become monsters.
Calm yourself, Acolyte, and tell me where the High Priest is. Poor Larelvor held such promise. His faith in Meridia was so strong. How could he have died this way?
We're investigating.
I'm safe in here, but the rest of the temple, it's overrun with monsters. Worse, they're our own priests and pilgrims. I saw one pilgrim attack poor Larelvor, ripped at his flesh with her teeth.
Did the storm cause your brethren to change?
The storm? I hadn't thought of that. Terrible things started happening after it began, though. This may be heresy to say, but Meridia has abandoned us. She doesn't care what happens to this place. I'm going to stay here until the danger's past.
She also might be busy doing other things. For example, she was quite busy during the main campaign of the main story of the base game, which I think technically comes before this in terms of the timeline. She also might be drained from that ordeal. Anyway, you should leave the temple before those creatures find you, dude.
Who's there?
Oh, too late.
Is that you, High Priest?
Our own brethren, like vicious animals. We must find the others.
Arrow fiends. These are arrow storms. Look at you, we are mighty. Thank you, Xander. He keeps buffing me. I don't need buffs right now.
Tria! Molazu!
Molazu gave me no choice, Bavian. I swear it.
He turned as well.
Just this morning, we were debating the mysteries of the colored rooms. Now he's gone. He attacked me. He tried to devour me. I had no choice but to kill him. To kill a cherished student.
That's fair. That's fair. Unfortunate. Did he show any signs before he attacked you, though?
Signs? Do you want to know if he announced his intentions before he turned into a ravenous beast?
No.
No. Nothing. One moment he was fine. The next, he was a monster.
So sudden.
The High Priest took the survivors and fled to the catacombs. You need to help them.
Alright, well, we'll go to the catacombs. You need to get out of here.
Priest Armin? Oh, wait. Follow me. He fled into the vestry.
Okay, let me just kill these bad guys. Pretty sure I still don't have any lockpicks. Oh. Can't do any chests yet. I don't even know where you can buy them. Maybe I have some in my bank.
Armin, please. You don't want to do this.
Alright, so she's run ahead. How do we get over there? The ramp over there. Okay, got it. Take him out. Come on, Xander. I do love the teleport striking. It's so much fun. Just yeet and blink. And it works. So she's hiding behind... Yes. Hello. Found you.
They're mad. Beyond all reason. Even in this temple, Meridia's light does nothing to help those afflicted with this feral curse. We need to reach the catacombs and find High Priest Varkor.
And how do we reach the catacombs?
The catacombs can be accessed from deeper within the temple. We just need to get the key from the Chamberlain's sanctum. I think I know why the High Priest went to the catacombs. It's not only a defensible location, it's where our relic is kept.
Ooh. Magical relic. What relic?
Meridia's brilliance. It has the power to channel her light and purge the temple of this corruption. At least, I hope it does. High Priest Varkor wouldn't just hide in the catacombs. She must have a plan to save us.
Okay. Well, I'll go find that key. And I guess you're gonna hide here, because the respawns are popping in. Oh, no. Yep, she's gonna hang out. A new technique that into games, maybe like teleport striking. It's pretty fun. Wish you could do it real life. Oh yeah.
Extraordinary. Astounding. Congratulations.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Santa. Tabby is going to ask, so with the cruise being great success, you've done cruises before, right? So you're still going to do more in the future, I'm assuming? Or you're a bit over the whole cruise thing now? place is enormous. Through here. What's in place of Kilcreath Temple in future? I wonder if we get to visit some other zones in Elder Scrolls 6. That'd be cool.
Time for tea, then.
Chamberlain Mark. Oh, he did. Here's the key. We don't know who that was. That guy. Continuing. Oak Creek Meeting Hall.
Down here. Did you find the key that opens the catacombs?
Yes. We're gonna drop down there. Alright. Alright, that was very unsmooth, but... What are you doing, Xander? Who are you fighting? What is it? He's stuck up there. Can we teleport strike? No. Don't worry about it. Alright, priest.
Did you retrieve the key from the Chamberlain's sanctum? We need it to open the door to the catacombs.
I indeed have the key.
Perfect. There are only 2 keys that I know of, and the High Priest has the other one. Now open the door, and let's find High Priest Varkor.
Alright. There's no dates yet for Elder Scrolls 6, is there? We must keep waiting. It's alright, I don't want them to rush it. I want them to do a good job. And then I want to make mods for it.
Even the catacombs are corrupted.
Ah, so even in here... They've breached even in here, so is the relic still going to be safe? Is the High Priest going to be safe? Let's find out.
The High Priest with the light! Quickly, retrieve the relic. Retrieve the relic, and we can escape through the old air shaft.
Okay, it would seem that High Priest Varkor has also been changed. And she's now a 1-star elite. We are still too mighty. Meridia's brilliance. Oh, okay. This is the beacon. Ah, another one touches the beacon. Is this how the beacon first gets changed or removed from somewhere? Alright, I guess.
This way, my friend. Let's meet back in the cave.
I was half expecting to hear Meridia's voice boom in our ears. The soul touches the beacon. Alright, so we'll put this somewhere safe, and then in 1,000 years' time, a Dragonborn can touch it randomly. So where are we going? Around this way. Oh, let's grab that. Right. What I think I should be doing is I should have some... I'm gonna see lots of vampire stuff, I'm guessing, throughout this zone. That's cool. I am down for it. How am I meant to get in? Is it through here? Yes, through here. Here, pray she doesn't sound as authoritative and arrogant as she did in Skyrim. Meridia, actually, no, pretty good, I think. Actually, you encounter her, yeah, like I keep saying, in the main base game storyline, in the later stages, in the last chapter. Yeah, she seems pretty cool. Seems fine.
How fragile my faith, when I can depend more on help from a stranger than from my God.
Mm-hmm. At least there are some survivors. What are you going to do now?
And such terrible things we witnessed today. An unnatural storm, vampires, innocent people turning into monsters. I fear this corruption cannot simply be prayed away. It seems that Meridia has abandoned us to our fate. Why? I cannot say.
Alright, well, here are the medallions you wanted.
Ah, thank you. These belonged to Roligmolf and Acolyte Lorelfor. I wish we could have saved them, but at least we can use these to remember them. I doubt we can recover their remains before the temple is sealed.
Ooh, they're going to seal and bring it down? How are you going to do that?
With Meridia's brilliance. I'm not sure my faith is strong enough to use it after all this, but I suppose I have to try. I owe that much to High Priest Varkor's memory. Do you have the relic?
I do, right here.
I'll work with our remaining priests. Try to use the relic to purge the corruption and seal the temple. If that doesn't work, well, let's hope that it does. Thank you, my friend. You stood with us while Meridia turned away. We won't forget that.
Alright. By the way, she has some pretty awesome armoring on her robe. Do all high priests have such armoring? Like, that is pretty chonky. Anyway, what are you going to do now?
The injured still need to be treated, and the temple's corruption needs to be dealt with. Despite the way I feel about Meridia now, I still have a responsibility. I won't walk away from it. Not like Meridia walked away from us.
Very good. Alright, sounds like you've lost your faith.
I lost a lot of things today. We all did. But that doesn't mean I won't keep trying to help the faithful.
Good.
There are injured to tend to, and those poor souls who lost their mind to the storm. I want to find a way to help them all.
Good. Alright, do you know how to use the relic?
High Priest Varkor claimed it contained Meridia's divine light. There are rituals for releasing such power. Whether I or one of the other priests can make use of it, we'll see. I just hope we don't experience any more of those storms.
Okay. Darius, so how many hours through the playthrough? Good question. 22 days, 19 hours, 4 minutes, and 27 seconds. That is a lot of time. I'm assuming it's... Yeah, it is for this one character. Wow. I created this character back in, I think, 2021. During COVID is when a few of us got into ESO. And then I parked it for a couple of years until returning it. Bright and Grizz have continued to play it the entire time, so now I'm trying to catch up to them. But I've spent a lot of time doing things like dungeons and battlegrounds and the stuff that, you know, the standard repeatable MMO things as well. So yeah, it's there is still most of the story content I have not done in the entire game. I have done Glenumbra around Daggerfall, so I've done all the quest and story there. I have prepped Stormhaven, so I've done all the side stuff in Stormhaven now, so now I've got the main quest to go, and that looks like there's a side quest that comes up again later. And Cold Harbor. I've cleared that out as part of the end of the main story campaign. And that's it. Oh, Somerset. Somerset, the expansion for the High Elves. I did that. All these other zones, I've done no story. Almost no quests. Many, many things to do. Murkmire, look at that. Lots of things to do there. Skyrim, lots to do. The Reach, lots to do. I do want to check out High Isle at some stage. There's a look. That's the expansion that came out last year, I think, right? That looks pretty cool. So you're 142 hours into your current character in ESO. What character have you created, sir? Let's go down and see what's happening down here. Crisis at Dragon Bridge. I have collected most of the public dungeons and sky shards and a fair number of delves. Because I enjoy doing all that, because you can just sort of blast something out for 10 minutes and still get some progression and a sense of achievement, and they are fun to do. I do like collecting and ticking things off the maps in this. Alright, so Dragon Bridge is a town in this time.
Where's that caravan? It should have arrived by now.
Down to Vampire Stage 3 at the moment. Okay. So you're mostly dual wield, but you mix shields and spells here and there. What class?
Hail, stranger. I don't suppose you've seen a caravan on your travels. We've been expecting one, stuck to the brim with supplies for the Dragon Bridge garrison. But it never arrived.
Did your accent change halfway through that, or am I going crazy? How does an entire caravan go missing?
Good question. This is the third time this month it's happened. We always find the wagons eventually, but stripped clean of our supplies and the caravaneers run off. It's really taking a toll on the garrison. We can't function like this.
Yeah, if you're missing third time this month. What do you think happened to your supplies?
Not sure. Making assumptions is a little above my station. That's a question for Captain Hingrid. If you want to help, I'm sure she'd make it worth your while. She's farther down the road, outside of town, watching for the caravan.
Well, I'll go talk to your commander then.
If the supplies don't arrive soon, there won't be much of a garrison left. At least not a very good one. You can find Captain Hingrid on the road outside of town.
Okay.
With our reduced numbers, I'm sure she'd appreciate any assistance you could offer.
Very good. Why does this town have a garrison?
In addition to being a lumber town, Dragon Bridge's proximity to Solitude makes it a key strategic location. Of course, that was before Solitude decided to ignore us.
What do you mean they're ignoring you?
I don't know. It's just a feeling. In the past, we received supplies on a regular basis. Soldiers were routinely rotated through the garrison. We felt important. In recent weeks, that began to change. It's like Solitude is too busy to bother.
Alright, sounds like the garrison is in trouble.
If by trouble you mean that we're almost out of food or that we're down to only a handful of soldiers, then I agree with you. In addition to the missing caravan, we haven't seen any relief soldiers in quite some time. It's like they've forgotten us.
Alright, let's get on top of it. So Darius using... Novus doesn't have the class system. Oh, that's right. Yes, sorry, I forgot which game you were talking about. Yes, the heavily modded Skyrim with Novus. Yes, indeed. You're also using alternative leveling, so you do XP. So that's the whole... so then you spend them on the skills. So Novus, therefore... Is that part of Novus, or did you add that in yourself? So that's where you get XP for doing stuff, kind of like Fallout and every other sort of RPG, right? I actually kind of like the way that Skyrim and Elder Scrolls works with their leveling up of skills you have to use. It is an option to Novus, yeah, fair enough. Yep. Yeah, at least that would give you motivation to actually do quests and stuff, right? So you can level up. That's a pretty cool looking tent. Very pristine. Random bards singing over there. All right, let's go.
I heard you uncovered a lost shrine at Fungal Grotto. How eerie.
I did, yes. So that's a reference to a dungeon we've done many times. Yeah, so kills, exploring, quest gives XP, yeah. I mean, it's a good motivator to do all the things, right? Can't fault that approach. I do like how Fallout does that.
No sign of our supplies.
Captain Hingred.
This is the third caravan this month that never made it to Dragon Bridge. And the soldier I sent to look for it, dead! I'm at my wit's end! Troll's blood! The garrison's remaining reserves won't last a week without an influx of fresh supplies.
Right. Lieutenant Koleva? Anyway, she thought you could use some help.
Forced to conscript civilians to do the work of the garrison? What a sorry state we've been reduced to.
Not just a civilian.
Well, who am I to look a gift guar in the mouth? If you're willing to help, then I'm willing to make it worth your while.
Excellent. What do you know about the missing caravans?
We haven't heard from Solitude for a while, so I have an agent acquiring supplies for us from other sources. They never arrive. Later we find the wagons ransacked and the traitors missing. If you can find the caravan, that would be a big help.
All right.
Look for the missing caravan. See if you can determine what happened to it and who's to blame. I need to check on Ina, the caravan agent. She has a camp on the overlook, south of the bridge. Meet me there if you find any sign of the caravan.
Yes, ma'am, will do. Tell me about your caravan agent.
Ina Whiteeye. Maybe caravan agent is too formal a title. I suppose you would call her a smuggler. She deals in black market goods.
Ooh.
After Solitude stopped responding, she agreed to supply the garrison. I don't like it, but she's been a godsend.
Still very strange that the city has stopped responding. She's been a godsend until the caravan started to go missing anyway.
That's been a recent development, but yes. Without supplies from either legitimate sources or otherwise, the garrison's days are numbered. And Ina has been nothing but helpful. Dragon Bridge is her home, as well as ours.
Okay. Why is Solitude ignoring you?
Politics, I suppose. Look, we've never been a high priority for the capital city. But this total disregard is a new low, even for Solitude. It's like the High King's Court has more important matters to attend to. I do what I can, but it's never easy.
Why does Dragon Bridge even need a garrison?
Besides being an important lumber town, Dragon Bridge serves as the crossroads for the northern region. We're the first line of defense for Solitude and the neighboring holds. Though in our current state, I'm not sure how much good we can do.
All right, let's get to work, shall we? So Darius, so after so much XP in Skyrim with Novice, you level and you get an adjustable number of skill points to spend on skills. The higher a skill gets in level, the more points it costs to raise. Yes, gotcha, makes sense, yep. You keep the points gained per level capped at 60, so it takes more levels to max things out. Oh, that still sounds alright. 60 points. How much is...
The overlook if you find anything.
So I'm guessing some points are cost like 10, 20, 30, for example, to unlock. Alright, sounds like a good setup, good progression. I like it. Sounds balanced. That's the main thing, right? Actually, no, the main thing is you're having fun, whether it's balanced or not. Post 75, it costs 9 points per skill up. Yeah, okay, yep. So it really starts to climb. No, that's good. Gives you a reason to keep going without making things overpowered. Oh, say the cats. They are a lot more scary when you play Skyrim. Oh, here's the other one. Here. Examine the arrow. Okay. Meet Captain at the overlook. Right, which is that way. Oh, I can hear a Nern route. There it is. So Darius, 10 levels 10 to 25, it's like 3 points. 25 to 50 is like 5, and you can only gain 5 ranks in any one skill per. You gain 5 ranks in any one skill. Oh, so they cap how much you can min-max, I guess. That's not a bad thing either, to help keep it balanced.
Yeah.
Alright, so up to the overlook somehow, up there somehow. Is there a path? Going the right way? Yes, I think we are. Ooh. Stumbled on some angry pussycats.
The embers are still warm. Ah, over here. What did you find?
Ooh, this overlook camp. This is a pretty awesome overlook. Yeah, this is a great camping spot. Look at that. That's Dragon Bridge down there. The actual bridge. Then in the distance, that must be... Which way are we looking? Across at Solitude, yeah. So that is Solitude over there. Okay. Anyway, I digress.
Ina uses this camp to conduct business she prefers not to deal with in town. Whoever was here last certainly left in a hurry. Not exactly encouraging. Did you find anything?
The caravan was destroyed, and I found this arrow and a bottle of Markarth mead.
Markarth mead? Ina deals with the Reach from time to time, though usually indirectly. The arrow, however, it worries me. Only Reachmen use Druidak snow owl feathers to fletch their arrows.
It could be the Reachmen again. The Reachmen were the ones trying to blow up that the cave we saw. Who are the Reachmen, and why would they attack your caravan?
The Reachmen come from the Reach, in the southwestern part of Skyrim. We've been at odds with those barbarians off and on for generations. Would they raid our caravan? Most certainly. But discovering their presence this far north is disturbing.
Wright's actually playing in the Reach right now, doing quest lines there. So you didn't find any trace of your caravan agent then?
No, but Ina must have come through here. This entire outlook is more or less her domain. Ina's got little outposts scattered everywhere up here. Look around and see if you can find any indication of where she went next.
Alrighty. So Darius, in Novice, these are all the settings you can adjust through the MCM, but you choose to make things grindier since there is so much content. Even before you include all the areas and quests added with Novice. Well, that's true, right? That's part of the trick, because you kind of want to... You don't want to make things too grindy and boring, but you don't want to become too finished and overpowered when you're only like halfway through, you know, the story content. So have you had to adjust it much from default, or have they got it pretty much bang on by default? Look at that. There's a bear having a scratch against a tree. Awesome. Lots of wildlife here. Did we get away? No, we got busted. Alright. Letter from Ina. Here we go. Ulang, save your I told you so's for when we're both safe. Should I have done business with Reachmen just because they offered a good price? No. Did I expect them to turn on me at the last moment? Perhaps I should have, but the answer is still no. They'll find me here if I stay too long. I'm headed upriver to the camp by the waterfall instead. It should be safer there. Meet me as soon as you can, but please be careful. I think the Reachmen have their eyes set on a Dragon Bridge. find Captain. Where did she go? Darius, Novus makes all enemies level up to keep the challenge. Oh, yes, that's good. Because in the base game, a lot of enemies are level capped, right? So they'll only become so difficult, whereas other ones will continue. They did a lot more in Skyrim. They didn't quite do it enough in Oblivion, I feel. But they got better at it. When you install the Novice Pack, you can choose a lot of different settings. Yeah, okay. For how tough the game will be. You want the slightly higher than base game difficulty, then made customizations after. Well, that's what's good about it too, right? Is it's accessible for all kinds of players. You being a more seasoned expert and veteran would want a bit more complexity and challenge in there. Right now you're 56 and you routinely encounter enemies in the 70s. Oh wow, okay. Oops. I accidentally stumbled with a bear having a scratch. I was trying to sneak past him and leave him alone, but I got distracted by the chat. My bad.
Any luck? Did you find any sign of Ina?
We did, yes. I found this note to someone named Ulang.
Let me see that. Ulang is Ina's right hand. She must have left this for him. Oh, damn. She really is in trouble.
Yep.
You check on that camp she mentioned and see if you can find her.
Okay.
I'll prepare the garrison for whatever's coming.
Okay. You really think the Reachmen will attack Dragonbridge?
Oh, I'm not sure what to think. But if the Reachmen went to all the effort to get this far north, it's probably for more than just raiding caravans. Be careful. Once you find Ina, meet me back in Dragon Bridge.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So we need to go down and follow the river up, yeah? Can we safely drop down here? Kind of. Yeah. So far, so good. There we go. I need like a slow fall or gliding spell. It'd be a lot of fun to jump off the cliffs. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oop. Reach, vanquishers, and berserkers.
Don't hurt him or I'll...
Ooh.
Hey, you! Untie me!
Please? Jeez.
That's better. Now, let's talk.
I see why they call you Ina White-Eye.
Look, we don't have much time. These curs plan to destroy our bridge, and I just gave them exactly the information they need to do so.
How did you do that? Why would you give them that information?
They have Uleng. They would have killed him if I didn't cooperate. I told them about the smuggling tunnels, the ones that lead to the cavern beneath the bridge's foundations.
Right.
They plan to use explosives to bring down the bridge.
Okay, you have very much upside-down frowny face going on. What kind of explosives?
The Reachman leader Wound is an alchemist. He created a powerful alchemical reagent. He's going to ignite the reagent and collapse the cavern. He's down there now, but there's still time. We need to warn Captain Hingrid.
Okie dokie. I'll go warn the captain.
Good. The bridge is a symbol of Western Skyrim. It serves as both a vital thoroughfare and a monument to our people.
Right.
I really don't want to see it destroyed because of my mistake.
Yes.
Find Captain Hingrid. She'll know what to do. I'll be along shortly.
I sense we'll be doing a bit of a battle and clean out.
The garrison was weak before we arrived. They would fall easily.
Alright, let's take all of these dickheads out. Piece of cake.
What did Boone do with the big one? I saw them dragging him off.
Where are we going? We're just going back to town, okay.
Yeah!
You can breeze through the quests pretty easily.
Sentries on both sides of the bridge, as many as you can.
Yes, Captain.
In this game, especially once you've collected some gear. This questing is very much meant to be easy solo comfort kind of stuff. And you've got more challenging activities with dungeons, dailies, and other events.
Report. What did you find at the waterfall camp? Did you locate Ina?
Yes, the Reachmen occupied her camp and she says they plan to destroy the bridge.
Destroy the bridge? While we're standing right here? How do those rich idiots expect to get that close?
With smuggler caves, they plan to collapse the cavern beneath the bridge.
Smuggler caves? Under my garrison? I'll deal with Ina later. Right now we need to act fast. Maybe we can flush the bastards out before they do whatever it is they're planning.
Sounds good.
Wait, is that Ina?
I don't know, is it?
Wait, there's a problem. Ina! Care to explain the smuggler caves beneath my garrison?
Don't think she built them.
I got back here as quickly as I could. The Reachmen. I heard something troubling as I made my way out of the camp.
Yes. What did you hear?
It's not just the bridge that's in danger. The Reachmen intend to utilize the smuggler cave entrances to surround the town. They're going to attack the garrison.
All right. How do we stop them?
If the Reachmen can use explosives, so can we. Gather the kindle pitch and fire salts from the garrison barn. We can use that to make our own explosives and seal those entrances.
Okay. I'll get the fire salts and kindle pitch.
I'll mark the entrances on your map. Use the fire salts and kindle pitch at each location. Then find the main entrance to the smuggler caves behind the waterfall. Seal the side entrances, then go stop Wound. And save Uleng too. I need him.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Anything else, Captain? Captain, my
First
captain?
the bridge. Now an attack on the garrison. I don't have the forces to withstand an assault on multiple fronts. Do as Ina suggested. Seal those boat holes, then deal with Wound. I'll make sure we're ready up here.
Bolt
Well,
holes.
as ready as possible.
But she said something else. Don't worry, Captain.
If we
You
survive
have
this,
us.
Ina, we are going to have a very long talk.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Don't worry, Captain. We got this. This is what we do. Yoink. Let's get some kindle pitch, is it? And some salts. Fire salts. Magical fire salts. Why have they got them here? Anyway. Go and seal bolt holes. Bolt. Not quite. Can I teleport strike for that guy to get up there quickly? Nope, I can't reach that target. Damn it. I'm gonna run around. That's the spot. I'm done. Alright. Xander is fighting something else. There he is. And he reset. You know what? I need to top up my vampirism so I can run invisible again. He will make a perfect meal. Oh, bugged out the animation, but anyway, that worked. So Chip, the magic, you're in such disbelief in how was the land and structures able to keep so well after a millennium leading to Skyrim. That's why I have such a hard time believing ESO is canon. Had to sink it in a few years for me. Well, I mean, the same thing kind of happened in our world, right? You look at a lot of the UK, like Scotland, England, you know, a lot of those towns, areas, whatever. Even Europe, a lot of old European areas that are thousands of years old. They didn't change much, especially when they're built out of stone. But in this world, it is still... There's actual magic. And there has been dragon warps as well, where timelines have been bent and reshapen. I think it's good that they've kept it consistent across the games, because it would be rather disrespectful and annoying if they change everything, so I think they've changed just the right amount of stuff, but kept things still pretty well aligned. Boom. Right, so now we're just running back into town. Is the bear and the troll growling at each other from across the water? We'll sort it out. We'll fix it. There we go. Alright. Oh no. What are we going to do? Oh, we're going to enter the smuggler caves. My bad. From behind the waterfall. Okay. Love a good waterfall entrance. I like it. Always check the waterfall in video games for treasures or entrances or something. These are big caves. I'm gonna do a loop around, I'm guessing. Alright. Lots of reach people in here. Oh, here is Yulang.
Get me out of here.
Ah, he's an orc.
You don't look like these tusking reach bastards. I assume that means you're here to rescue me.
Ina sent me to find you.
I knew Ina wouldn't give up on me. What'd I ever do to deserve her? These skinny weaklings are setting up explosives farther in the cave.
Okay.
I hurt my arm, or else I'd help. I can make my way out of here by myself, but you have to stop them.
Yes, sir, we will do that. You get to safety, my man.
Thanks. I won't forget this. Now untie me so I can get my sorry hide out of here.
There you go. So, Chip, they've been weathered, though. You've been to Europe, and the landmarks are amazing. Yes, I agree. They didn't look as good as this by any means, but, well, again, I guess part of it is real world versus video game, but also things require to be maintained. And there are a lot of subtle changes you do see in the cities, which does imply that things have been rebuilt or renovated or changed slightly over time. It's all very believable, I think. So, like, you know, the steps into an inn or something are not going to be the same steps that are there 1,000 years later. They will have been rebuilt. Actually, one thing I'd be interested to see is if there is Helgen. Does it even exist in this timeline yet, in any of the zones? There's a thing that's still missing. So we've got Eastmarch, the Rift, Western Skyrim, and the Reach, which kind of covers the outer sides of the Skyrim province. But this big bit in the middle, which I think is like the Pale and whatever Whiterun's hold is, Falkreath and stuff, that's all through here, right? I think Helgen and Riverwood. I'd love to see Riverwood. Bright keeps saying that if they do this section and introduce Whiterun, everyone's going to lose their mind, and I would guarantee I would want to go there straight away as well. Whiterun is so iconic from Skyrim, and I love Whiterun. I know you get a bit of bias because it's the first real town that you deal with, but it's just so good. Still don't have lockpicks. There we go, that's a good teleport. Love that. Alright, let's keep wiping out these guys. Pile, Whiterun, and Falkreath. Yeah, those aren't in it yet. The city of unlimited beginnings, exactly. And you get a death, and you get a death. Everyone gets a death. I just sprint through, but I did want to actually... bit of fighting action. to defuse their explosives. Guessing we just yank something out. Note, the Reacher's progress. The garrison is weak. Our near constant raiding of the supply caravan has left them stretched thin and scrambling. To further our good fortune, I'm pleased to report I've perfected the reagent at long last. My new substance is strong enough to collapse the supports of the bridge. I should only need a few points of contact on the pillars themselves in order to destroy the cavern entirely. We have a way underground too. The garrison suspects nothing. All is going according to plan. Dragon Bridge will soon fall, just as you have ordered. Signed, Wund. Guessing we'll have to do fight against Wund after we have saved the day. Here we come to save the day.
Enough. How dare you interfere with our plans?
Oh, Scottish sounding man.
Just a deed. The Reach will be victorious. No!
You're only a 1-star elite, dude. You are nothing. You can burn through you so easily. Okay, done. Day hath been saved. Let's go. Drop down back outside. I'm curious, Evander.
Dead. And yours?
What can we learn today?
Same. That seems to be all of them for now.
Okay. Captain, my captain.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Yes.
I feared the worst when the Richmen started pouring out of the cave. Since you're here and the bridge is still standing, I assume your mission was a success?
Was indeed. Yes, it is safe.
Excellent. Hopefully after all this trouble we can convince Solitude to make our lives a little easier. Thank you, friend. Your actions likely saved the Western Holds. I promise you, your triumph will not go unsung.
Cool.
An intricate plot by the Richmen. This doesn't bode well for Western Skyrim. I need to warn Solitude. After this, they have to provide the support we were promised long ago. For their own sake, if not for ours.
Yes, indeed. Do you think they'll finally provide you the support and supplies you need?
They better. What happened here will be hard to ignore. They might not tell stories of your bravery, but I think they'll send us what we need. And for the rest, we have Ina.
You worried about working with the smuggler again, though?
No. I think this whole ordeal taught her a valuable lesson.
Good.
Gods. At least I hope it did. Besides, she loves Dragon Bridge as much as I do. She's part of our community.
All right.
And I always make use of every resource at my disposal. Now, thanks again.
Okay, good luck. Goodbye. Okay.
Everyone all right? Did we lose anyone? Ulang's arm. I told him not to.
I'm fine, Ina. Really.
We'll get him healed up. Don't worry.
All right, Xander.
What can an Arcanist do for you today?
I want to look at your... Ooh, we're nearly halfway through 19. That's too bad. All right, where are we? We're here at Dragon Bridge. It's got some quests up here to work towards. Why don't we go up towards... What is this, Dragon's Belly? I haven't even heard of that. Anyway. Saddle up. Go across the bridge. Avoid the wildlife. Let's see what we got. Rich joins us. How are you doing, man? Mr. RLG. What have you been playing, sir? Because you've been playing a number of games at the same time. And you got a Switch 2 now, is that right? climb the hill some more. Ooh, what is this? Passage through? Maybe? Oh, it's an entrance to something. Deep wood veil, which we can't open. I'm guessing that's where there'll be some, either some side questing or main story through there at some point. Thieves' Trove. Yoink.
Ah, spiffing! More coin for your purse.
Oh, and we got some lockpicks. Groovy. Now, somewhere over here is a book. Let's just see if we can find that. Oh, it's going to be inside there somehow. How do we get in there? Is this a whole crafting station in a ruin? What have we got here? Have I discovered it? Nope, I have now discovered it. Pretty cool spot. And the book is still eluding me. Maybe it's up there. Take it. Oh, it is right next to a sky shard. So I've collected a sky shard previously and I ignored the book. There we go. Alrighty. You've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. To be honest, not been in your Switch 2 in a while, but it's there if you ever want to play something. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, that's the beauty of having a bunch of stuff, right? You can pick and choose depending on what strikes inspiration. Looks like Skyrim, right? Oh yeah, like the aesthetics they've absolutely nailed. They've expanded on the architecture and the designs. Like this, I think Skyrim in this game looks more Skyrim-y than the original base game. Now, mods that have added and refined and expanded the architecture and the different holds to be more unique and fleshed out the city some more, they look amazing. This game has done a bit of that as well. Alright, so we need to go back to the road. Yeah, they really do the vibe well. Like, you know, you go to the High Elf Zone, it feels like a High Elf Zone. You go to Morrowind and Vardenfell, it feels like Morrowind and Vardenfell. Like, they really do get that right.
You best turn around and head back the way you came, traveler. It's not safe here.
Alright, why is that, sir?
If you're heading to Mor Khazgor to trade, don't bother. Damn mine collapsed and the whole clan's on edge. The fact that Chief Urzik and Overseer Thulsgreg are at each other's throats doesn't help. Typical.
I was going to say Mor Khazgor sounds like an orc settlement of some kind, so your mind collapsed.
Yeah, I don't know all the details. Just heard a loud rumble and miners scrambling out of the mine, shouting and coughing. Way I hear it, some workers are still trapped inside.
Ooh, that's
not sure what the chief plans to do about it, honestly. Ugly business.
Any idea what caused the collapse?
Depends on who you ask. Some members of the clan blame the chief. Not out loud, mind you. Others blame the Overseer for not falling in line. Either way, the clan won't last long without the mine. If you wanted to lend a hand, nobody would stop you.
Well, I'll see what we can do.
Chief Urzik's smart. Brave as they come. But I've got to tell you, part of me wonders if she went too far with her new mining methods. Progress, am I right? If you try something new, be ready to take your lumps.
What can you tell us about... I don't think I care enough, actually. Let's just go. Sometimes I'm not really interested in all the background for certain quests. Big Vito joins us. How are you doing, man? I did not quite finish Oblivion. It's still there. But I got a little bit over it. A little bit burnt out on it. Especially because the later parts of the campaign get a bit grindy trying to close all the Oblivion gates and all the Daedra take 1,000 hits to take down. And I've just been hooked on ESO, so I thought, oh, let's do some ESO instead. I'm in Skyrim in ESO. Trying to compare, do some questing and comparing it to the original Skyrim. Yeah. Rich, you're on your 4th New Game Plus. Oh, nice one. That's pretty good. Well, 4th New Game Plus for Assassin's Creed. That's a big effort, because those are big games. Nice work, dude. You're actually in the middle of a Starfield piracy stream. Alright, nice one. Pirating during, in the world of Starfield. I'm going to play some more Starfield. There's still a bunch of content I have not done in that game. So we're just going straight to the entrance, are we? We're not even talking to the chief? Or is the chief up here?
Damn it, Urzik, the chief. We can't risk letting those monsters out. Think about the rest of the clan.
We're orcs, Greg. I'm not about to tuck tail while our kin fight for their lives.
Interesting. I didn't know that chiefs could be women in orcish culture. I thought it was always very tribal based. It was always male chiefs, and he would have multiple. It's very, it feels very sexist in ways, outdated. But they'd have multiple wives, and he was the only one allowed to have wives, and he could be challenged by someone else to the death to take the place of chief, which would usually be one of his sons at some point in the future. Anyway, let's see. Let's talk to Chief Urzik.
This isn't your business, stranger. Malak's jawbone. How did you even get in here?
The door was wide
Doesn't
open.
matter. I've got this insubordinate worm to deal with. My people are trapped in the mine and need help. If he doesn't fall in line, it's his funeral.
We can help. What happened?
An accident. Or at least, I hope it was an accident. Either way, what I need right now is for Overseer Thulsgreg to follow orders and talk some sense into his full wife, Mazog. She hid the key to the mines, and I aim to know where.
Okay, why would she hide the key?
When the mine collapsed, strange creatures from below stormed the tunnels. Mazog locked the door to the mine to keep them contained. But by doing that, she trapped a handful of survivors inside.
Maybe we can rescue everyone and save the day? I could look for Overseer Thulsgreg.
Try if you want, but know this. I'll do what I have to get that key. The clan won't like it. They're frustrated as it is. But as chief, I'm bound to do what's best for the stronghold. If what's best for the clan is Thulsgreg on a pike, so be it.
Alright, I'll talk to Overseer Thulsgreg.
Good luck making him see reason. You'll need it.
Alright. Vita, you only played ESO when it first came out. Yeah, I played it when it first released, and Skyrim was not even available to go to at that point, because it was added in an expansion a few years later. But yeah, it's, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'm liking the Skyrim zone. I mean, I'm liking this whole game as a whole, to be honest, especially now with subclassing in, because that was one of my most annoying things, is I just don't like the classes this game has. Fortunately, you can now pick and choose and make your own custom setup, which is nice, I think. Alright, this guy, Overseer, you are very well dressed for being a mine overseer.
If you're here to convince me to turn over the key, save your breath. It's too risky to expose the stronghold to attack. Urzik knows this, but she's too stubborn to admit it. Mazog hid the key for good reason. That's all I've got to say about it.
Aren't you concerned for the survivors?
Of course I am. Those orcs are my kin, same as Urzik. But we have to face facts. They're probably dead. Chief Urzik thinks she can solve every problem with her damned alchemy, but enough is enough. I won't allow her to endanger the stronghold.
Alchemy, you say?
She uses potions that dissolve stone. It makes mining quicker work, sure, but it's not our way, and it's dangerous. I'd bet my tusks that her alchemy's to blame for the collapse. Meanwhile, my wife's locked in a cage. How's that for irony?
Where's this cage she's locked in?
In a storeroom beneath the longhouse. Now listen, I don't want you trying to break her out. Neither of you would make it out of the stronghold alive. But you can talk to her if you want. You should hear her side of the story.
Okay. I'll talk to Mazog.
Fair warning, she's stubborn. More stubborn than I am, so watch out.
Why do you dislike Chief Urzek so much?
That obvious, huh? For years, my family ruled the stronghold. When my father passed, the role of chief should have fallen to me. Urzek's challenge for the title was an affront to the traditions this clan has survived on for generations.
Ah. That's what I was talking about. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could have a female chief. So she challenged. I thought it had to be challenged to the death. Anyway, does your clan always adhere to tradition?
We abandoned our people's cruder customs long ago. People marry who they wish, for instance. But the traditions we kept are sacred. We honor the code. Tradition sustains and protects us. But Chief Urzek ignores any rule or custom she pleases.
Right. So there you go. That's the answer to my query from earlier. This clan deviates from the traditional Orcish clan ways. I like it. Well done. So you think she stole the title from you then?
No, maybe. Truth is, she challenged me in combat and I lost. But only because of her alchemical tricks. I would have defeated her if she fought like a true orc, with her fists and her sword.
Gotcha. So you really have a problem with the alchemical mining.
It's not just me. Most of the clan's uneasy with it. Orcish culture is built on tradition, hard work. Without that, we're nothing. We've mined for generations using nothing but pick and spade. To turn our backs on that is just foolish.
It's also foolish to never try new things, so I don't quite agree with you there, dude. But has the alchemy helped the clan?
Yes and no. Sure, we collect twice the ore in half the time, but it's dangerous. We're miners, not mages. Nobody knows what the tusk they're doing with that stuff. A disaster like this was inevitable.
Alright, let's talk to the other people. So Vito, you're saying you were wanting to play a Nord warrior and not being able to start in Skyrim sucked. Yes, yeah, that's true. You couldn't, although you could create a Nord warrior, yes, there was no Skyrim originally, and the game is still missing the middle part of Skyrim. We've got Eastmarch, the Rift, Western Skyrim, and the Reach, where Markarth. So you've got Markarth, Solitude, Windhelm and Riften, but you know the likes of Falkreath and Whiterun and Riverwood and all those in the center, not in the game yet. I really hope they do add it at some point because that's going to be such an iconic zone. Although there'll be a lot of pressure on them to try and do it right. Rich, when ESO first you and a friend, maybe a vampire werewolf clan called Blood Moon Riders, but then you stopped playing because there was nothing to do. Oh, there's a lot more to do now, yeah. Oh, there is so much content to do. Alright, so we're gonna go underneath. How do we go underneath? Where is... Is it in here or is it out the back? Maybe it's out the back. Behind the chief house. Yep, there it is. Cellar doors. Down to the storeroom. Alrighty. In a makeshift cage. Mazog. Let's talk.
If you're here to get me to tell you where the key to the mine is, you're out of luck. Unlike our chief, I care about the safety of our clan. We should never have used alchemy in the first place.
Oh, yes.
I knew this was where Urzek's methods would lead.
Technology bad. You think alchemy caused the mine collapse?
Doesn't matter now. If Chief Urzek gets her way, she'll open the mine and those creatures will run riot all over the stronghold.
What if I fight
Orcs
them?
are supposed to jump at a glorious death. But I've seen enough death to know there's nothing glorious about it.
I will keep the stronghold safe.
There's something about the way you hold yourself. I believe you. This might be a mistake. But if you really think you can keep my people safe and rescue my kin,
we can.
I'd be a fool not to help you.
Good. Now, where is that key?
I hid it on top of the watchtower. The fate of this clan is in your hands now, outsider. Moloch, help us all if you fail. There's a door out of the storeroom to your right. Go quickly.
Okay. Go out this way. The rift is considered a high-level area. No, this because you had to shrine to her seem to become werewolves and vampires. Obviously not the same shrine. No, and that's changed completely, Rich, because I did the same thing. So back when the game first released, I think the closest vampire shriney place was like a high 30s level zone. But now, I think in 2016-ish, or it was either 2016 or 2017, they revamped it so everything scales. So you can do any zone at any time, which is good, except there are challenges in which you can get bombarded with quests and not knowing where to go or what to do or what you want to do. Is that it there? Oh, it's just over here. Oh, that's it there. All right. I was looking for a bigger area. Don't these guys worship Malakath? Yes. Yes, they do. So varying levels, typically. Alright, we got the key. Now we can talk to the chief. So... well... would like to know more of the chief's story, using new methods and technology and stuff. I'm for that. Don't just stick to tradition for tradition's sake.
Do you have the key?
Better
We're
be careful.
wasting valuable time.
Yes. Chief.
Did you recover the key?
Yes, I have it.
Good. I don't know how you convinced her, but I don't care. Now we can get inside and rescue my people. Maybe we'll even get lucky and find out how this tragedy occurred in the first place.
Overseer Thulsgreg and Malzug think your alchemy must have caused the collapse.
No surprise there. The fact is, my stone melt solution is completely safe. Mazog has never liked my methods or my leadership. She worries like an elf 3 times her age. If she or Thulsgreg had even a mouse's courage, they'd be thanking me.
Do you think Mazog might have something to do with the mine collapse?
No. No. She's insubordinate, fretful, but she'd never put her kin in danger.
Yeah, that's true.
Sabotage isn't in her nature, or Thulsgreg's.
I agree.
Give me the key. We're wasting time.
Take it. I'll meet you inside. Yeah, no, these other two don't want to risk the clan either, so I reckon something's just happened from inside, or something to do with these monsters. When in her scenes for your test, you chose a mammoth. When you became a werewolf, I don't remember what I don't think I chose. I think I just ran and just took down whatever the closest thing was. Ooh, this is a bit unstable in here. How far are we tracking? This is a big area. I'm guessing we're going to trek through all of this. Explore the mine is the objective. Okay. Zoom the camera in a little bit.
You there. Are there other survivors? Where's Foreman Muga?
I haven't seen Muga since the cave-in, Chief. The rest are in hiding. The mines are completely overrun.
All right. Search the tunnels. Let's find the others.
All right.
The collapse is farther down, but some of the survivors might be nearby. Thulsgreg and I will take one path. You take the other. Save as many as you can. And keep an eye out for the Foreman Muga. If anyone knows what happened, it would be him.
Any idea what's attacking the miners?
The orcs who saw them said they looked like pale goblins with eyes like moles.
Harrow
I've heard
fiends.
tales like this before. Hearth Mother's stories to keep the little ones out of the mine. I guess some tall tales are true. Come on, let's find the survivors.
Okay. So I ran right past one, did I? Was there one up here? all our quest markers now are pointing the way. Let's go. Let's go save some people. Fulmer. Ooh, interesting. I was wondering if Fulmer appeared in Skyrim. There we go, because I was doing a couple of delves or some dwarven ruins in some places, and there weren't Fulmer there, but I don't know if that was in the Skyrim region. So the Fulmer here are here, not Arrow, whatever the fuck they were. Arrow Fiends. Okay. Shagra.
Finally. We've been waiting for relief for hours. You know I'd help fight the monsters off if not for this damned leg.
Sure.
Doesn't matter. I'm ready to get out of here.
Good.
None of this would have happened if the chief... Never mind.
If the chief what?
She keeps leaning on us to find new veins of ore, but it's nearly dry. We can't produce what doesn't exist. That damn stone melt solution was supposed to speed up the mine expansion, but it went crazy. Now we've got this to contend with too.
So it did have a way? Anyway, the way is clear. Off you go. My character is indeed a vampire. I love some vampire action. So Rich, you were very low level, so any other predator could have easily killed you. Ah, yes, fair enough. Oh, we've got Fulmer. Are they putting in Chorus eggs? Great Bog. Hello.
Thank Moloch. I thought I would die down here. Who came with you? The chief? Greg?
Both of them did. Why?
Just wondering if they could bury the hatchet long enough to get us out of this. That business between them is going to come to a head sooner or later. I say let's get it over with. This whole disaster is their fault. Both of them.
Interesting. Why is it both of their fault? You can escape, though. Off you go. I am interested now. I'm sucked into this story. This is one of the reasons I like doing all the side quests in a zone first, because all the little stories are fascinating, and you get sucked in, but you get to get the conclusion of the story, whereas the main story goes for a while, and if you get forced or distracted with side content, you forget what's going on. But I like doing the side quests in this game. They're always interesting. There's another one. Bagtol.
Well, you're not a slit-faced goblin thing or a giant bug. Good news for me, eh? Been stuck here since the collapse. And let me tell you, those things are everywhere. I hope the other workers don't blame the chief for this.
I must have chorus as well. A chorus. Why don't you want them to blame the chief?
Because it's not her fault. Her expectations for mine output are reasonable, generous even. But some of Greg's cronies are never satisfied. I heard rumors that some miners were changing the stone melt recipe to increase our output.
Aha. Right. How did they change the recipe?
I don't know. This is rumor, you know? The idea is that a stronger potion could cut through more stone, lighten the work a bit. But Chief Urzek's recipe is very specific. If someone did mess with it, it would have been guesswork.
There you go. So her original plan is good, but some other dickhead has modified it without knowing what they're doing. Interesting. All right, the way is clear. Off you go. Rich, your opinion, the vampire in ESO beats the Skyrim because of the way you feed, you jump, and the enemy tearing the throat is your favorite. Yeah. Night Elf, favorite class, Nightblade. Yeah, well, that's a perfect mix. Dark Elf, Nightblade, Vampire. Yep, they go together very, very well. Buzzo.
Steel and Stone, am I glad to see you. I thought we were done for. Listen, there are still miners that need help. They're trapped behind a tunnel collapse down below. I tried to dig them out, but those creatures started gathering. I had to run.
Yep, fair enough, fair enough. Tell me about this tunnel collapse.
It's at the entrance to a new dig site. A good one. Plenty of ore in there. I don't know what caused the cave-in. I just heard the rumble and saw the others haul arse to the exits. I tried to help my kin, but those stones are just too big.
So I reckon they've expanded the mine into existing tunnels where these former were. Alright, I'll investigate it. You get going, my guy. Vito, not a fan of Vampire and Elder Scrolls at all. You rather go werewolf. Yeah, the werewolves... I have a werewolf build in this as well, so I've got both. I can switch between them. So I use a werewolf build when I'm trying to do, like, hard, long fights. I've got a lot more sustain and self-healing on it. The only thing that's annoying is you have to charge up your ultimate before you can shapeshift, and then you've got a timer that ticks down. So you can't just werewolf quite as easily as you'd like, but it is mostly doable. And yeah, I think it's done pretty well. I think they've done both of them relatively well in this game, although I think so if you want to stealth and do sneaky stuff, the vampire traits definitely pay off. I think they should have some passive advantages for being a werewolf, because they don't in this. If you're a werewolf, it only really kicks in if you shapeshift. If you never shapeshift, you wouldn't. There's no benefit or not into being a werewolf. I think they should have some passives there. One of which is I think that I think the werewolf should run faster. So in this, they've got, you know, a vampire can sprint slightly faster. I think they should have made it so if you're a werewolf, then you sprint faster. Small thing, but a little bit more immersive. My opinion. You're not a sneaky person in your face. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I know your style. I know your style, Vito. So I do tanking. Last time I played this in COVID times, in lockdown COVID times, I would sometimes tank as a werewolf. But this time around, I'm not doing that. This time I'm just tanking like a normal person, human, and then I will use werewolf for soloing tough content. And I'll use for questing. Vampire is very good for questing. Stone melt potion recipe. 2 parts, blah, blah, blah. To ensure first create a base when ready to use, shake vigorously. Yeah, okay. Okay, here is the chief, and...
We'll never get to them in time at this rate. We need to dissolve the stone.
Open your eyes, Urzik. It's too unstable. We can't risk a larger collapse.
Alright, chief.
Greg meals like a dog while our kin fight for their lives. Attacking the stone with pick and spade is asinine. We have to make our way through with the stone melt solution.
I actually agree with the chief. How do we do that?
Looks like these damned creatures scattered the ingredients all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm not about to send these miners back into harm's way.
Yep, we'll do it.
So how about it, outsider? Can you track the ingredients down and bring them back?
Yep. I can get it. How does this potion work?
Mixing the 3 reagents together creates a potent alchemical solvent. It's perfectly safe, but it does work quickly, so be prepared to move. Just follow my instructions on the table over there.
Okay.
It contains a list of everything you need.
We read that. What happens if we make a mistake?
We'll lose precious time, so don't make a mistake. Don't fret, all right? The instructions are simple. That's why I'm having you prepare it instead of doing it myself. I need to show the clan that anyone can do this, even an outsider. No offense.
How did you learn about this solution anyway?
Just like anything else, in battle. I served the Covenant for a while, and I met a sapper who could collapse castle walls with potions. Made me uncomfortable at first, just like this lot. But then I started studying and realized its potential.
Alright. So this is a siege technique.
It did. But not everything used in war is fundamentally destructive. If I could just get my clan to understand the value of it. To be a chief is to be frustrated, all the time. I just hope we can all learn something here.
Alright, sounds good. Let's go collect the stuff. Darius, gotta bring Junior to work. No worries. Thanks for dropping in, man. Hope they have a good day. Hope you have an awesome day as well. Rich, the Dark Elf Nightblade did much better than the Brotherhood. Oh yes, it'd be a perfect fit for the Dark Brotherhood. Absolutely. And you've got a High Elf Vampire, and your Dark and High Elf completed the Dark Brotherhood storyline. Yeah, you've played a lot then, dude. Nice one. But yes, Vito, yeah, Werewolf you'd be interested in, as I think, but you also can play the game without doing either as well. Alright, so gather the ingredients, we got to go back up and around. Okay, let's go. Yoink. Dig down. Vials, can we got what we need there? Yoink. Yeah, I can actually, hang on, once I take it, use Chorus. So if I whip out, I can summon a little Daedric Armory Helper.
So many more.
So I have an assassin stealthy / PvP character. So this is what I use for doing the crime stuff with, because I can effectively use invisibility stacked on top of stealth for very long periods, which makes a lot of that stuff a lot easier to do. Got a tank set up here, so this is where I've got all my plate, all my self-healing to sustain and mitigation and whatever else. The werewolf setup for doing the solo hard content. Like I said, it's kind of also fun for just something different sometimes. And then currently I've got my questing, it says DPS, it's sort of burst DPS. It's not really good sustained damage, but it is burst damage, which is great for questing. So that's what I'm currently using as well. I'm considering doing a couple of other builds in there. Again, just for different purposes, just when I feel like it. I would like to maybe do a more sustained damage fight. If I'm not tanking, occasionally, maybe I'll be in a group setting where I'm not the tank, and therefore I want to do some ranged sustained damage. Don't know. Rich, your opinion is the High Elf is probably the least stealthy of all the characters. Ooh. Well, they are typically the tallest, so there is some validity to that, but elves usually fairly... I would have said an orc is probably the least stealthy, or a Nord. They're also quite big. Most stealthy, definitely Khajiit, Argonians, and Dark Elves, sure. Now we got to mix the solution. Hints, check recipe. Oh, do I actually have to read the fucking recipe? Let's go back down then. Whee. Alright. 2 parts, snow bear, bile, 1 part. Can I just click the thing and my character knows what to do? Nope, I'm gonna have to remember it. Fuck. Alright. 2 parts snow bear bile, boiled. 1 part dried chalk, ground. 1 part ash pit. The ingredients must be mixed in the proper order. Create a base of the bile, then stir in the chalk, and then the ash pit. So bile, chalk, ash pit. Okay. Bile, chalk, ash pit. There we go. Use it.
Perfect. Now pour the solution onto the rocks blocking the entrance.
Alrighty. Look out. Opgog. Nice name.
Well done. Can your shovels and pickaxes compete with that, Greg?
Even a blind Edgetair finds a pumpkin once in a while. It was luck and nothing more.
Ah.
Chief.
Oh wow, these two really do hate each other.
Don't be fooled by this outsider. We'll learn the truth of his cave-in soon enough.
Yes,
and
we
Chief
will.
Urzik will have to admit her mistake.
It's probably both their fault somehow. What else does Urzik say?
You see? Harmless. Come on. We still haven't found Muga or some of the other miners. Let's move.
Alright. Chip, you can make any character stealthy in Elder Scrolls games. You mean every character you played you've made stealthy at some point by Skyrim and Oblivion? Yes, so in Skyrim and Oblivion, yeah, you really can do anything. In Elder Scrolls Online, again, you can do anything, but some races are better suited than others. There are... Well, actually, even in the single-player games, there's still advantages with their racial traits. But yeah, and that's one of the things I like about this universe is anyone can do anything, even outside their own heritages and traditions. But there are, like, the High Elves are naturally better at casting and handling magic. The Bretons are naturally gifted with magic and more resistant to it. And they have a lot more, well, they have a bit more skill with the likes of enchanting and mystical or magical objects. But you can have an orc that was raised, born and raised in a traditional orc stronghold, and they just somehow have a gift for magic and they leave and join the Mages Guild or the colleges and learn how to be a mage. Absolutely can happen. It's one of the things I like about this universe. No one is actually tied to their origins. Well, they don't have to be, anyway. Going against the stereotypes, yeah. Yeah, it can be satisfying. I like doing Spellblade kind of stuff, typically. And I usually play a Breton, but in this, I have not played a Breton. Although I have considered doing a race change. To go back to my true Breton origins, which is typically who I always play as. Alright. Let's do some manual lockpicking so I can try and not break picks. Oh, broke one. Got it. You go for the stereotypes, always a Nord and a warrior, yep. And they still make the best tanks. So if you're playing trial or raid content in this game, Nord tanks are still the best tanks. But not by a huge amount. But yep, true. Very true. I mean, a Spellblade is very in line with Bretons as well. I mean, I typically play a Breton in most of these games, and I usually do spells and blade up front. That also matches a Breton pretty well. Yeah. No skeleton key in this game. No, but I did see, when I was doing one of the quest chains, I did see it. Because they're talking about getting a key to do something. I'm like, oh, that looks like the skeleton key. And it was used for something like with Nocturnal. And anyway, yeah, I'm fairly certain that's what it was. What do we got here? Chorus Reaper. Ah, we can take it. Only 1-star elite. We gotcha. Man, this place is huge. Ooh.
Moloch's jawbone. What happened in here? No time to mull it over. If anyone knows, it'll be Muga. He was probably on the scaffolding managing the evacuation. Head up there and look for him.
Right.
I've never seen anything like this. That fissure. Did the stone melt really do all this?
No.
Doesn't matter. We have miners to save. By my count, 3 orcs are still missing, including the foreman Muga.
Okay. Do you think Muga survived?
He's tough as an Orsinium anvil. He survived. I'm sure of it. Like I said, he probably barked out orders from the scaffolding. Better vantage point up there. You search the top, and I'll look for the other miners below. And hey, one other thing.
Yes?
Make sure you find out what he knows about all this. I need the full story. I need to know who's to blame.
Me too.
Even if it's me.
I'm sucked into. Alright, I'll find out.
No telling what's crawling around in here. Fight well, alright? Go.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I want to know what it is too. I'm very curious. Rich Nocturnal, it have been the skeleton tea, but you didn't actually see what it looked like, so we'll never know. Yeah, I should have taken a screenshot or a screen snap when I saw it in the was it the I think it was the Thieves Guild quest line. I was doing that. I think it was Thieves Guild. Or it was something. Something involved Nocturnal at some point. I remember it was Thieves Guild this time around. Like Skyrim, they're very much in cahoots with Nocturnal, but here, not so much. Alright, so what do we need to do? Find our way up here. What does the map say? Probably around to the left and up. Maybe? Well, there's Muga. There's the guy there. Alright, let's just explore, see what happens, huh? I think maybe I should have gone on that level there. Hang on, let's... Oh, this might loop around the other side here. Yeah, maybe this way. Alright. Homo Gloom Lurker. Yep, I think this is the way. Speaking of this is the way, is there another Mando season that's meant to come at some point? A while since we've had some good Mando. Oh,
Hey,
yes.
over here, before those things come back.
Yes, Muga.
Finally, a friendly face. I knew Chief Urzik wouldn't just sit around and let us die. Came close, though. Almost went down the hole when the scaffolding collapsed. Good thing I'm so nimble, huh?
Well done. Muga, right? What happened here?
Wish I could tell you. Mazog, Narsba, and Blograth were getting ready to bore out a new path with a stone melt. Mazog came running back a few minutes later. Then it happened. The mine shook like a wet dog, and the whole tusking place came down.
Do you think the others could have survived?
I don't know. I've been a foreman long enough to know when hope's lost. But here I am hoping. I think they made it to the scaffolding, but I'm not sure. I hope you'll do me another favor and look for them.
Yes.
If they survived, they'll need a hand.
Yes, we will. We shall do it. We'll look for Nazba and Blograth. These names. So, Vito, it's going to be a movie. I'm down for that. I'm up for a Mando movie. Hope they have Boba Fett in it as well. Like the cross. Oh, these guys are both dead. New solution instructions here, though. I don't trust this stone melt potion or the chief's insistence on using it, but she's our chief and we must follow her word. That said, I don't intend to have everyone work themselves to death to meet her production demands. Magic potions don't make the hours pass any faster down here. The deeper we go, the poorer the air quality and less stable the mine becomes. So, to meet our quota, we will quadruple the recipe. This should achieve faster results with less time in the mine shafts. 4 parts chalk, 8 parts bear, yeah. Please use these instructions instead of the previous recipe until I say otherwise. Mazog. So Mazog upped it. She was the one.
Everywhere, haven't found anyone. Anything up there?
Yes, a whole bunch up here, sir. So Mazog is the one that's imprisoned, right? Interesting. So, Rich, you got your lock picking up to 100 before before you got the skeleton key. The skeleton key is the first thing I do when playing Oblivion, because I really struggle with that lock picking minigame. I find it too frustrating, especially with the sheer number of locks that you have to open and how many of them don't pay off. as in the reward is very little. So I go straight for it as soon as I hit level 10. I go straight for the skeleton key. All right, Overseer.
Everyone made it out except for the 3 down here. Any luck finding them? Find any proof of the chief's carelessness?
Muga survived, but the others didn't. Mazog altered the stone melt and caused the collapse.
What? No, there has to be some mistake. Mazog would never hurt the clan on purpose. She only tries to protect us.
Well, she didn't do it on purpose. She was trying to meet Chief Urzik's production demands.
You see? Chief Urzik is just as much to blame. She should have explained this alchemy properly. She should have eased our work schedules. We can argue about who's right later. Right now, we need to focus on getting out of the mine.
Alrighty. Can't we go back the way we came in?
We'd have to fight through those creatures again.
That's fine.
There's another entry point this way.
Okay.
You just need to make a path for us. I'll help Muga and follow as soon as it's clear.
Alright. Which way? This way, says the map. Okay, glad we've got a map. Another chest. Oh. There we go. Set to collect. There we go. Okay, this way. Fight some more. Fulma. Fulma do love their Chorus. They've tamed him well. See how they do it.
Use the stone melt solution on the boulders and get us out of here.
Oh, have I still got some, have we? Alright. Chuck it on. Stand back. There we go. I think the stone melt solution's a little bit oversimplified. I think they should have tried to make it a bit more complex and a bit more aggressive than just those simple reagents, but anyway. Okay, here we are. Waiting for everyone else. Oh, birdies. Cute birdies. Oh, everyone else has technically gone ahead of us, have they? Just grab this on the way. Right.
Chief Urzik, we don't need to do this in public.
I need to know. Everyone needs to know what happened down there, Thulsgreg. This clan has suffered enough resentful whispers and bad blood. It's time to clear the air.
I agree. Let's talk to everyone.
Thulsgreg seems anxious to talk to you. Go on and speak with him. I need to hear the truth.
All right.
Thank you for getting as many of us out as you did. Our people owe you a debt. We have the luxury of fighting about who's right or wrong now because we're alive. Thanks to you.
Oh, can't talk to anyone else? Alright. Overseer.
Please, just listen. Mazog would never put the clan in danger on purpose. She was misguided, and she acted rashly, but she was only trying to meet the chief's demands. When Urzik finds out, Mazog shouldn't suffer for trying to protect her kin.
That's the thing. What kind of punishment will Mozak receive in causing the cave-in?
She'll suffer the blood price. It's how we punish our own. Rather than imprison them or make them unfit to work, we extract the tusks of those who fail the clan. Better than the bloodletting, I guess. But it's said to be excruciating.
I've never heard of that. I've never seen an orc with no tusks. I thought they really did just... They don't do prisoners and stuff because they don't have the resources. So both for their captured enemies and their own troubles. I thought they just killed them. Maybe I have it wrong. Anyway, you think that... Oh, maybe because they've deviated from the old traditions where they would kill everyone. Maybe they do this instead now. Anyway, you think the chief will follow through with it?
She'll take pleasure in it, unless you persuade her otherwise. Please, just talk to her. Convince her not to punish Mazog. Urzik may be blinded by her anger, but she bears some of the blame too.
That's true.
A failure in the clan is a failure of the chief.
Okay, okay.
The clan survives. Barely. We couldn't have done it without your help. I don't say this often, but thank you. Now tell me, did you find anything while you were down there? Anything that might explain how all this happened?
Mazog altered the recipe to try and take the strain off of the miners.
Damn it! I suspected as much, but I really hoped I was wrong. She's given me no choice. I must invoke the blood price. Mazog's actions led to the death of her kin and the near collapse of our stronghold. I will remove her tusks myself.
Elsgreg thinks you are guilty as well, though, because you forced this new method on the clan without listening.
Ah! Of course Thulsgreg blames me. He always blames me. I brought this clan, this family, back from the brink. I gave us a second chance. I pushed too hard.
Yes, you did.
This is what being a chief looks like. If our roles were reversed, what would you do?
Alright, tell me more about your two choices here.
Punishing Mazog will set an example, and it's what the clan expects. We follow the code for a reason. But showing mercy might set us on a new path. One with less anger and distrust. You're an ally to this clan now. What do you think?
Well, I actually do think you are also part to blame. You need to have a bit more communication. You've already deviated from traditions, so clinging on to specific traditions and ignoring others is what drives even more problems, even in our world today. So, you take the, what's the word? The mercy option. Listen and learn from each other. You should spare Mazog.
You make a good point. I need to show my clan that I don't just offer a new approach to mining. I offer a new approach to what life in the clan means. And that starts now with mercy. Thank you. Please take this as a token of our friendship.
All right. Thanks. Quest complete.
I have a good feeling about the Stronghold's future. Hopefully this leniency will set us on a new course. Maybe Thulsgreg will even thank me. That would be a change of pace. Honestly, this is an opportunity to start fresh. We need that.
Okay, so what will you do now?
Rebuild. I'll work with Muga and the others to improve our processes in the mine. Reiterate the advantages, while taking their concerns into consideration. Showing Mazog mercy is just the first step. I have a lot to do.
Alright, what will you do about those creatures still stalking the mine?
That will take time. Our clan knows those tunnels better than anyone. We're in no condition to mount a full assault, but with planning and the right alchemical concoctions, we should be able to selectively cave in the shafts that are overrun.
Oh, I see. That's clever. Alright, you're gonna lose a lot of your mine that way, though.
You're right. We will. But part of being an orc is starting with less. We'll find new deposits, maybe stretch our operation to the hills east of the stronghold. The Nords won't like it, but you know what I say to that.
I don't know. What do you say to that?
Tough.
Oh, right. Cool. Alrighty, so that is complete. Can we still
Hear
can't...
your chief.
Okay.
Mazog made a foolish mistake, but there has been enough bloodshed today.
Thank you, Chief Urzik. Thank you!
As chief, I shoulder the blame as well. We orcs are slow to forgive, but we will forgive.
Very wise. Noble. Inspirational, taking some of the blame.
I have a good feeling about the Stronghold's future. Hopefully this leniency will set us on a new course. Maybe Tholsgreg will even thank me. That would be a change of pace. Honestly.
All right. How's inventory? Not too bad. Did I need to bind that one? Yes, I do. There we go. So, Rich, you've been using the duplication glitch. Well, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Alright, we have cleared a few of these side quests up around here. They've been interesting. Now, normally we'd start winding down the stream session about now. Depends on... Who else is on? Bright is on, still doing some reach questage. Wouldn't mind doing another delve. We got more delves somewhere? What does the zone guide say? Yeah, I got 3 more. Oh, they'll be in the underground section in the reach. That's where. Because this area is broken up into 2 sections. It's going to do... not the reach, sorry. Black Reach. Later. Let's go and explore this camp? Is this a camp or crafting station? Let's have a look. Is a forest. Sorry, a forest. Giant camp. They're not as scary as when we is fighting them in Skyrim. As in the game Skyrim. There's a book in there I want to get. I didn't want to have to fight them all. I'm going to have to. Try again. There we go. Yes, we are mighty. There we go. Oh, and we got an antiquity lead. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of scrying leads I need to take care of at some point. Keep putting it off. Oh, it's a Thieves' Trove as well. We got a book. A Thieves' Trove. Boink. Found a heavy sack. Whole bunch of treasure here. Yeah. Vito, I am champion point level 723. So level 50, champion point 723. The very max level you can get is 3,600. There's still a long ways before hitting the level cap. That is theoretically years away, but you don't need to. I mean, you keep getting little increments depending on where you spend your points in the champion point system. But yeah. What else do we want to do? Well, why don't we check out one more quest, hey? See where it takes us. Maybe it'll be a faster one. These have been longer quests than I expected, to be honest. Some stuff over here. Oh, there's a delve. Let's go and do a delve. That's what we'll do. Let's go back to the travel point behind us. Do one more delve. And that'll close out our session. How's that? Yeah, the champion point system, I think, was introduced, I think, in a similar time to when they did the whole de-leveled zones. 2017, maybe? 2016, 2017? Something like that. Anyway, they give it a tweak every now and again, but I think it's pretty cool. Gives you a reason. You can always be leveling something. I'm also trying to level my companion to make them more tough. But it's sort of in a way as well that's not overpowered. And when you do PvP stuff, I think... Oh, this is extremely cold up here. When you do PvP stuff, I think champion points are usually disabled. Face looked interesting behind there. I thought we were meant to get cold damage when we're in the really freezy sections, but not getting any damage. Frozen Coast. Oh, it's a delve where we go by a boat.
No good, hawk-ass bastards! Straight to oblivion!
I don't know if I've heard the word bastards thrown around in this universe before. It's kind of funny. She's angry.
What are you staring at? Never seen a Nord hurl curses at a bunch of wretched bastards?
No, I haven't. To be honest, it's quite funny. Who are you yelling at? I don't see anyone else here.
Yeah, well, they're long gone. Across the water. And my Nelthea with them. She should have just run off with me. We'd have scraped by without more of their dirty money. Don't know why she's so loyal. After all they've made us do.
Well, who is she with?
The Frostbite Raiders. Bastards. Everyone.
Right.
Except Nelthea.
Of course.
We've had enough of the bloodshed. She promised to come with me once she's gotten her share from our last raid. But I hear fighting on the frozen coast. She's in trouble. I know it.
Alright, I'll help Nelthea. Where can I find her?
You can take that boat to the Frostbite's hideaway on the frozen coast.
Okay.
It's a ramshackle dump. Shacks and tents on shifting ice floes. There's no telling when Nelthea will be.
Okay.
You'll have to search. Don't
Very good.
spare any raiders who get in your way.
Okay. What happened to you?
Damned Frostbite found out I was planning to leave them. So they decided to beat me senseless and toss me out to sea on that boat, with nothing but the clothes on my back. I don't know if I'm glad they didn't suspect Nelthea too or not.
Alright. Why would you want her to get beaten and exiled as well?
At least we'd be together, away from whatever mayhem is unfolding in that raider camp. I'd suffer dozens more lumps if it meant we could lean on each other and limp our way to a better life.
Okay, how will I know Nelthea when I see her?
She's pretty, fair-haired and fierce. But she's got kind eyes when you know her. She wears a protective charm, passed down from her grandmother around her neck.
Right.
Old Nord magic. Nothing else like it among the raiders.
Okay, anything else you can tell me about the Frozen Coast?
The name says it all. It's a treacherous landing, where the shallows and shore stay frozen year-round. We only use it as a place to gather between raids. Careful on the ice. It's not firm enough to trust, and those waters are deadly cold.
Yes, okay. Who are you raiding then? Like, other islands? Other Nords? Anyway, whatever. Let's jump on the boat and away we go. So Chip, because we're a vampire and they have resistance to frost. Well, in ESO, because it's actually a different strain of vampirism, we don't have a resistance to frost. Still have the vulnerability to fire, but yeah, there is no frost resistance being a vampire in ESO. In fact, in Oblivion, I think also no frost resistance. Because again, it's a different strain of vampirism. Oh, these guys have got pet doggos. That's pretty cool. Frostbite Raiders. Who do they raid? Because we are like right in the middle of Nord territory. Oh, it's a pup. Oh, he's a cute little pup. Oh, look at all the hawkers. they alive? Yes, they are. There's fishing. Oh, there's a bear. Let's try and leave the innocent bear. Oh, so they've killed some snow leopards and are eating the snow leopards? Really? Oh, and there's a sky shard up the top. It loops around. Shade, you a Templar vampire. Ask, you got the golden spear. Yeah, so I am... Oh, there's another player. So I am a necromancer. I'm using... Sorry, I'll show you. I'm using... I'm a necromancer base. So I've kept one necromancer skill line. Then we've got Adric Spear from the Templar skill line, and then Assassination from the Nightblade skill line. Makes a good burst melee combination. Good for questing. Doesn't have the best sustainability in long fights though, with you know, group stuff. But I'm usually tanking for group stuff anyway. Nilthea's crumpled note. Margreta, I can't just leave, not yet. The raid is tomorrow. If we left the captain too short two hands, they'd barely be able to shove off, let alone mount a raid. Supplies are low. They're going to starve. I don't want to keep doing this either, but we've been with this crew for years. We owe them better than to leave them to starve. Don't do anything rash. Let's just do this last raid, collect our shares, and wander off like the frost, while the frostbite are deep in their spoils. All right. Don't know that that's what happened. I still haven't figured out how to get up. Oh, we must get up on this side and jump down, perhaps. Need that sky shard. Oh, all these raiders are getting taken out now. This way? Sorry, bear. Just invisible run past it. Oh. It's gonna lead up to the top. Ooh, I think it might lead up to the top. Yes, good. Awesome. Jump. Great success. You're going to ask if you can see you feeding, but these guys already seem to be aware your heat. Yeah, I can feed on another one. I'll show you. Ah, this guy's juggling. Oh, hang on. This one's bored juggling knives. Hilarious. Ooh, it won't. It's not giving me the prompt. Oh, okay. Apparently I can't feed on that one. Anyway, we need to make our way to the north. I'll try and find another one, Rich. This way. We feed? We're not getting the half-giant butcher. Wow. Cool. Alright, apparently these are not tagged to be feedable. Interesting. Half-giant butcher. These are one-star elites. Oh, what's going on over here? Alright, are they battling these half-giants? Don't know. Oh, that's cold water. We're supposed to find a note over here somewhere. Oh, who's this? Aloof.
Kind's mercy. I'm so cold. You're not one of those giants. Run, before you wind up like me.
Well, I'm looking for Nelthea.
Margreta sent you, didn't she? Coward picked a perfect time to turn her backs on us. Not Nelthea, though. She stuck by us when we needed her. A frostbite raider to the end.
Is she dead?
I don't know for certain. She was holding her own against those half-giant bastards. But the last thing I saw before they wrecked my lookout was a God's honest giant smash her clear off the docks. If that did her in, she's in Sovngarde for sure.
Where did she fall?
Northeast, where these monsters landed. You're a fool to go looking, but I hope you find Nelthea alive. If not, I'll tell her you tried when I reach the Hall of Valor.
Very good. Off to Sovngarde with you. I've been there. It's quite a nice place. Not in this game, though. So, are these guys fighting? Yeah, they're sort of cowering a bit before those giants. I thought they were part of their clan. Captain Asner. Captain, there's a ship bearing down on the coast. Biggest I've seen. Lamps doused, but there's no missing it. It's an ambush. I'm taking who I can to hold them off, but we'll need the other crews to assist us. Fast as I can. No fear. So she... Okay, find where she fell. So she took a couple of crews to stave off an ambush from the ship, which must have been these giants, or half-giants. Never really heard of half-giants apart from Lyris Titanborn. Oh, that's a full giant right there. Oof. Chief Grunthar. Grunthar. It's a big boat. Time to do a fight. You ready, Xander? Let's do it.
The frozen coast is ours!
Block. There we go. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. He looked like a world boss, but was nothing. Alright, Snowmound. What do we got here? Yeah, I didn't know there was giant types either. Might have to try and read up on that. Oh, here is Nelthea. She is dead. I suspected she might be as soon as what was her other name, Margreta or whatever, mentioned how to identify her by her pendant. I'm like, ah, well, we're just going to find the pendant, aren't we? All right. Is there a shortcut back this way? And use a different boat to escape. Okay. Paddle back we shall. bad news.
Where is she? Where's my Nelthea?
Was this her necklace?
No. Nell, why'd you choose them? What did they ever do to deserve you? Thank you for bringing me this, for letting me know. It's worth what little the frostbite left me.
Okay.
Do you know what happened to my Nell? Did those rotten frostbite bastards turn on her too?
No, she actually died fighting off invading giants that attacked the coast.
Giants? My Nell?
Hmm.
She was always last to draw steel on a raid. Why would she do something as suicidal as fight giants?
She cared about what would happen to the frostbite if she left. Oh, that's true. So we saw the note. Maybe she never saw the note.
Never a soul she didn't care about. Even on a raid. When the rest of the frostbite were making off with everything they could carry, she'd leave what she could behind for those we'd robbed. This isn't how she was meant to live, let alone die.
Right, well, what are your plans?
She liked horses. Not that she'd ever ridden one. She was going to work a stable. Learn the trade. I hadn't figured out what more I wanted than to be with her. Now I don't even have that. Nelthea was too good for this. Too good for me.
Well, that's a sad story. Very sad. That's, So let's end it there, shall we? What are these notes here, though? It's a quest in Skyrim of Ice and Death. Alright, so we'll get to those another time. Okay. Alright. That is us done for this evening's session. Thank you very much to everyone who's come along to hang out. I hope you enjoyed something a little bit different. You can sort of see that ESO has some good, single player story stuff to play through as well. I've had a good time playing through it. I'm keen to see and explore more of the Skyrim area and questline with you all, so that's what we'll do for the next few sessions. Then we'll decide whether we play any more Oblivion Remastered or park that for now and maybe move on to another game, such as The Last of Us Part 2. I'm keen to get something like that happening sometime soon. Anyway, we'll figure that out in the weeks to come. Thank you to everyone who's come to hang out. Thank you for chatting. Check out our Discord. Links are in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. They're also in my profile if you are on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, stick around for a few minutes. Let's find someone to raid, give them a bit of buzz and a bit of hype. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode, and I look forward to hanging out with you then. Once I find the right buttons to push.